This tutorial is for beginners. It will show you the basic steps to design a ground-mounted PV system in PVSol Premium. It will take you from the very start to the final simulation. After starting PVSol, you will see the welcome page. Here you can either start a new project or open an existing one. Directly open one of your recent projects. Or have a look at some example projects to get an idea of the possibilities of PVSol. For this tutorial, we will start with a new project. By left-clicking the button, we will be directed to the project data page. You can always switch between the different steps of your project by either left-clicking the arrow buttons or the speed button directly. On this page you can add project-related information that will be shown in the final presentation. It is also possible to add your company logo. Done with this, we can switch to the next page. First, we choose which kind of system we want to simulate. In this tutorial, we use a grid-connected PV system. For accurate irradiation and temperature data, you can choose from over 8,000 locations worldwide. There is also the option to create new locations in the Climate Data module Meteosyn by clicking on the globe symbol. If you change the default location, you need to check the AC mains to fit your local grid. PVSol Premium users can choose between two design options, 2D and 3D. By clicking this checkbox, you can switch between those two. In this intro, we want to plan a 3D system. For that, we keep the default option and go to the next slide. We open the 3D visualization with the Edit button. In a new project, we can choose between several initial options. Choose from pre-made structures that can be modified later. There is also the option to use satellite images or floor plans from which you can easily extrude buildings. We want to start from scratch. For that, we choose a plain open area and click the Start button to begin with the 3D design. The 3D visualization always starts in the Terrain view. Here you can see our initial open area. With the tree view on the left, you can easily manage all the objects placed on the terrain. With the drop-down menus on the top, you can add additional objects like houses, trees, walls, and open areas via drag and drop. However, you cannot place modules directly on the terrain. The Views menu lets you look at your project from different directions. You can also change the view manually by clicking and holding the mouse wheel or the right mouse button, turning the mouse wheel, pressing WASD, or by clicking on the compass in the upper right corner. Just try it out and you will get the hang of it quickly. If you want to change the properties of your objects, you just double-click them and change the values in the dialog. After you are done adding objects to the terrain, you can start to work on them. For that, we switch to the Object view. The labeling on the edges as well as the compass in the right corner helps you with the orientation. We can start adding objects to the selected area. This works like the Terrain view. After we finish the modeling of the environment, it is time to add PV modules. There are two different installation types, the classic module coverage and the module mounting. Both can be installed on every active object. Since we want to install modules in an open area, we use a mounted system. First, we need to add a new assembly system by clicking the button with the green plus. We choose one of the 3 different mounting types and add the module we want to use from the database. All parameters of the assembly system can be modified to fit the requirements of your project. Our system is now shown in the upper left corner. There are 3 different ways to place the modules on the object. You can place one single row with a preset number of modules via drag and drop. You can fill an area you select with your mouse. Or you can cover the entire free space of the object with modules. For our project, we want to place 120 modules in 5 rows. In the next step, we connect our PV modules to the grid with an inverter. This is done in the module configuration. It is possible to connect modules from different mounting surfaces. In this case, we only have one area, so it does not matter which option we choose. In the inverter dialog, we first select the inverters we want to use for the automatic configuration from the database. Here you can filter for an inverter company and inverter power, for example. By clicking on the Suggest Configuration arrow button, PVSol automatically calculates the best configuration from the selected inverters. In the Select Configuration menu, you can also see and select other possible configurations. Of course, you can also make your own configuration in the main window. A click on the OK button applies the configuration to your system. As usual, the tree view on the left helps us to manage the system. We see the 2 inverters with 3 MPPTs each. Below you can choose the direction, the starting point and the course of the string layout. In the last step, we adopt the data. In the next dialog, press OK to start the shading simulation. Even without a cable plan from the 3D simulation, it is still possible to define detailed or total cable losses in the cables page. The circuit diagram page gives you the option to view, print and export a technical drawing of your system. You can add a legend and a drawing space and export it to PDF, PNG, or SVG. On the financial analysis page, you can define the financial aspects of your project. The detailed parameters can be configured with the Edit button. There are feed-in tariffs for several countries in the database. And of course, you can always add your own tariffs. The design process is now finished, and the project can be simulated. For that, we click on the Speed button Results. The results page offers a variety of tables and figures to visualize and analyze the outcome of the simulation. All results are summarized in a customizable presentation that can be exported into MS Word or directly into PDF. The raw data can also be exported for further editing in MS Excel. This concludes our introduction. Thank you for watching. Visit our website to download your free 30-day trial version and explore the possibilities that PVSol Premium has to offer.